Hi Aquarius, welcome to your message you need to hear for November 26th through December 25th, which is Christmas. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas for those of you that are celebrating. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, but it may resonate in other areas of your life. Check out the description box below for all that you need to know about this reading, including the link for the Recommend a Reader shout out, which goes to Carol's Universe Tarot. Love and support to her. Check her out. Show her some love and support as well. All right, Aquarius, what do we got for the message you need to hear? Aquarius. Aquarius. Five of Pentacles. Okay. Well, you know, ow. 2 5s. All right, we got the Hierophant there. The Tower. The Death card. It's Aquarius. This could be Scorpio, Taurus. Okay. 8 of Wands. 8 of Swords. Why not? Oof. Temperance. This could be Sagittarius. Knight of Cups, which is Scorpio. All right. So, what is going on here? Good gracious. No. All right. Yeah. Close enough, right? So let me okay, so we got 2 8s. 2 8s. 1, 2, 3 5s. A full house. All right. So did something, is someone working on something and they're gonna see this through and it's gonna be we're gonna work this out, or is someone pretty committed to something based on something they've just heard? Are we off to a good start here? Is this about marriage? Someone's feeling disconnected in a marriage? What? Did you just find out somebody's married? And they want you to choose. All right, let's see. Hold on. Lots of options. All right. What's this Tower about? What's this Tower about? Seven. Okay. Is this about somebody wanting you to choose? 7 of Pentacles. What's this? What's this Death card about? What's this Death card? Hanged Man. Wow. 8 of Wands. Okay, Aquarius. Got someone on the fence here. What's this 8 of Wands about? Oh, did they just meet somebody? Oof. What's this 8 of Swords? This 8 of Swords. Judgment. Sagittarius, Scorpio, or Cancerian. Sagittarius, Leo. Okay. What's this Temperance about? Huh. All right. I got you. I get it. What's this Hierophant about? You need to see, okay, so what is showing here is this is about giving things time to resolve, because what happened was out of the blue. This person, your person's going to come around, but something happened. Something kind of happened suddenly and unexpected, quite possibly. And when I say something happened, that's with the caveat that, certain things don't just happen, right? Certain things, it takes two. So this is somebody that is committed to making up for their mistake. And they want to show you that they have changed. They've got a real sense of determination as far as making this up to you. It feels like this is somebody, on its face, honestly, this feels like somebody cheated. And they're like, I'm an idiot. I'm so sorry. Please let me make this up to you. And they mean it. Other scenario could be that this is you two right after you got married had this huge blowout fight and you're like, oh my God, should we get divorced? And it's no. What's showing here is no, your person's going to come around. So if you two aren't talking, or if someone's on the fence, they don't know what to do, they're changing. The dynamic has changed. They are changing as a part of being in relationship with you and being committed and devoted. And maybe they weren't foreseeing some changes. And I'm not just saying that, oh, well, they didn't know. And I'm not talking about someone cheating. And no, that's a different scenario. That's the one that I'm talking about is there were unexpected or unforeseen adjustments with you two getting together. Not in a bad way. But for that scenario, it's like, okay, your person might have had a little bit of a freak out here, but they're coming around. What's showing here is that they're going to come back around. For those of you that is talking about somebody straying from the relationship, that is going to be your call, whether you think it's worth it to forgive them or not. They are sincere and feel horrible about it, but it's going to depend on what you want, if you want this or not. Because to me, that's different than someone just doing something, like it's just in a different category. In my opinion, it doesn't feel the same as far as reading this. So that's different. That's going to require it's almost like that's something I don't feel like I can say, you got to forgive them. Nope, that's your call, because that's your relationship and your relationship dynamic and everybody's wounds. But as far as everything kind of just changing, adjusting to being newly committed or newly connected and married, it is an adjustment. And if you're worried about your person freaking out, bailing, and this and that, no, they're going to come around. They're going to rally. This is just them adjusting and freaking out. And they just want you to know that it's a lot right now. What they want you to hear from them or know is that they are going to commit, or they are committed, and they do want to see this through. They're just going through something right now. Things have changed. This is an adjustment. On top of this being an adjustment, there's other things in their life that are changing, and everything's happening pretty fast. Perhaps there is a new job offer, and it's just a lot for them to consider. And it might even be that you two just got settled, and now, like, everything's fine, you two were, and then they got this job offer, or they got this new incoming something that is now taking their attention away from the relationship. We might have to move again. Oh my God. You know what I mean? It's like, holy cow. It's just, but they're committed. It doesn't change anything. And if you're freaking out, if you're wondering what the heck this all means, it is okay. And it is going to be resolved. Just saying. They are going to rally. I think they're just a bit taken aback and they're a bit shocked by this, but they do want this relationship with you. This doesn't even feel like you're in separation. This kind of feels like somebody's kind of going through this privately and they don't want to freak you out. They don't want you to know because they don't want you to feel burdened or upset with them, or I don't know that this is about somebody having cheated, honestly. I think this is unexpected things coming in after you two joined up as a couple. Job offers, acceptance to a school, having to move, something opening up that someone really wanted and then wanting to go for it. Things like that. Like it's sudden outside changes that have kind of affected the stability, or what you might think affected the stability of the relationship, and it hasn't. It's just a huge adjustment for this person. So, I'm adjusting. Just be patient with me. Everything's just a lot right now. What's this Knight of Cups about? Oh, there it is. Adjusting. There it is. Knight of Cups. It's a learning curve too. That's another thing. It's a learning curve. What's this Knight of Cups about? Six of Wands. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh God, they're I kind of they kind of feel younger, or like somebody that just is easily distracted and kind of like, whoa, okay, and then you're kind of much more used to that or handle it differently. Maybe inwardly you're like that, but externally you're much more in control and composed, and they are kind of, for lack of a better phrase, cart flopping right now. And your reassurance and you're letting them know that you're still in it or that you're there would go a long way with them, because they do want this. They're just, it's like they want you to stand by them while they're going through something, honestly. And of course, that's going to be your call. And I don't think this is about cheating, honestly. I don't think this is somebody that cheated. I think a lot of life just happened to them and they're trying to figure it out, and they're really hoping that you're still wanting this with them. And this is a time for you to think about what you want too, but this is also, honestly, what is showing here, not my personal opinion, what is showing here is for you to stay the course. That harmony and balance will return, and that this has great potential. So, wow. Have a few things to work on, but that's part of the stuff that glues you together over the years. What else for Aquarius? What would your person say to you, Aquarius? What would your person say to you? Oh. I just wasn't ready for you. Oh. I'm sorry. Well, I guess not. If we got an ending here and somebody freaking out and going, okay, I'm sorry. But because they do want back in, so maybe you are in separation. I mean, but it's not permanent, and you're, for whatever reason, what it feels like is you're supposed to stay the course because they're coming back in. But why does it feel like they want you to stick by them or stand by them? Did they have to break up because of external stuff happening? And then they're like, okay, I want to figure it out. I want to figure it out with you, and please let me back in. I'm sorry, let's do this. I am going through something, but it doesn't mean that I don't want this. It's like they want both. They want you to understand, and they want to be able to struggle and grapple with whatever they're struggling with, but they want this with you. Okay. What else for Aquarius? Could be dealing with Sagittarius, Cancer, Leo, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Aries. What else for Aquarius? Oh, it's rough, isn't it? Because there's a connection here and there's potential. But I think they're needing some emotional support that they might be too afraid to ask for, so they just cut and ran, or cut and distanced themselves. And the thing is that this is kind of their MO. When they get stressed out or when things are too much, they do that. And it's almost like they withdraw, and it's kind of a test of a relation. It's not mind games, but this is somebody they don't want to burden. They don't want to embarrass themselves. But for them, it's like, you know what, if I'm worth it, and I maybe it is kind of a mind game. Where I'm sitting, it doesn't feel like that. This feels like, first and foremost, someone doesn't want to embarrass themselves and they don't want to be a burden. But at the same time, they would welcome with open arms if somebody crawled into the cave and sat next to them and been like, I'm here and I'm not going anywhere. What's going on? Because this is entirely manageable if they face it, and with you being connected to them. This is not somebody that needs to heal deep emotional wounds from the past. This is somebody that is trying and can do it, and they're really hoping that you'll be there for them, or that you'll have enough faith in them. It's like your connection bolsters their courage. There's a saying, loving someone gives you courage, being loved gives you strength. Or is it vice versa? Maybe it's both. Maybe it's both. But That's what this is right here. This is someone that's trying to handle something on their own. And the way they see it is they've just got to figure this out in private, and then they'll be right back. Maybe they're not used to somebody supporting them or sticking by them, and that's why they did that, because they're just assuming that they're going to be on their own, and they don't want to bother you or burden you or embarrass themselves. So they withdraw, but that's not, maybe that didn't have to be the answer with you, and they just didn't know that. Just consider that. Just consider it. Okay, right. Oh, that kind of, oh, you two. You two. Oh, okay. Aquarius. Oh, gateway. The Seven of Pentacles gateway. This is like, okay, not that this is going to make or break you, but it's like this has the potential to lead to something a lot more impactful or powerful or connected than maybe you two imagined. This whole gateway, the mystery to the unknown, or what's lying ahead, how you two handle this transition phase is going to determine that. Whether it's going to glue you to each other and give you a really, take it to the next level where you're just madly in love with each other, or it is going to be this waiting game, and you might just be waiting, and they might be cart flopping over there. This is kind of pivotal, and honestly, what's showing here is that if this is the way it feels, if this is somebody that's basically a decent human being, but just did kind of something stupid and bailed, but for pretty honorable reasons. I mean, this is someone not wanting to be a burden or to embarrass themselves and not wanting to bother. And if that's what this is, there's a lot of potential here. And what's on the other side of this, if you two work this out, and if you crawl in that cave and sit next to them versus just waiting for them to contact you, which they will, but if it's like, you don't need to come find me, I'm right here. There's what's on the other side for you two, the connectedness, the connectivity, that's pretty powerful. I mean, I'm getting little goosebumps. And whoa, whew. Did I do everything? I think I did. Oh, I did? No, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, because it's like everything's happening at once. Wow. And it's like how you two handle this is kind of be an indicator of, and I hate that whole thing where it feels like, well, if you don't do this, I don't like that. But they're going through this together versus apart is going to be a game changer for the both of you if this applies. If this is someone that's just cheating and being a jerk, this is not for you. But if this is someone that's been struggling and is just trying to do the right thing and doing all the things at the same time, this is you staying connected to them during this is going to be a game changer for the relationship. The closeness and the affinity for each other that you're going to feel coming out the other side is going to be pretty darn powerful. It's like going through something together and you're forever changed, and then it kind of cements your affinity for each other. What else for Aquarius? King of Cups. It could be Pisces. This is that watching and waiting and showing up and having compassion and command of a situation. Like, this is not time to fall apart, but rather taking the long view, compassion, just showing up and having enough sense of self and commitment to this to be present with the person. And it's actually being quite selfless, because you're setting your needs aside temporarily and just being like, I'm here, what do you need? Let's get through this. So on one hand, you could wait until they do, and they will. But the showing up is, holy cow, because this person doesn't have, and it doesn't mean that you have all the answers, because this person certainly doesn't. They wouldn't be kind of cart flopping if they did, but you showing up and having their back like that just makes a world of difference for them. They wouldn't ask for it, but you doing that, just they will never forget that. Wow. Good gracious. Okay. I don't think you can see that. I should have set, oopsie, should have set that there. Thank you for stopping by, Aquarius. I hope this works out. Good luck to your person. Good luck to you too, because it sounds like you're just like, what? Well, it's actually a lot simpler than you probably thought, but it's, I just feel bad because maybe their pride, but they're not going to want to bother anybody, but they really would like support. I hope it works out for you too. All right. I hope to see you in the next reading. Thank you for stopping by. Take care.